October 19th, 2025, at 1 in the morning, a Reddit user posted footage of what seemed to be a scary man ringing the doorbell in the most odd way you could imagine. As you can see, he walks through the streets and spots the OP in the living room, since stated in the description, and picked him as victim. He then proceeds to ring the doorbell and await an opening. Little did he know, OP actually saw him make this approach. Some users claim he was heavily intoxicated or under the use of drugs. Some users state him being old, linking to him having dementia. But the footage is terrifying to witness, and I hope the OP doesn't see this man again. On a random night, the OP was notified this morning that their Ring camera recorded this in the middle of the night. It seems to be someone dressed in white, walking up and down the building for no reason whatsoever. The OP stated there are no neighbors around, and their house is fenced in on a hill that makes it impossible to get up to, and is surrounded by a forest. Users assume that this may be someone on drugs wandering off from their friends. But then again, this is in the middle of nowhere very late at night. But then again, people do odd things under the influence. Some believe it to be a ghost. The scary thing is, this doesn't look paranormal. And it does seem to be a real person. The answer really leaves a mystery. On the 12th April 2023, a friend of the OP got sent Ring doorbell footage of what seems to be an uneased woman approaching the OP's house. She approaches to ring the doorbell, then seconds later proceeds to lay on the floor as what appears to be crying. Users have their theories. A user thinks that the woman seems confused, disoriented, and has dementia. Many claim it to be sundowning. If you're not sure what sundowning means, increased confusion, agitation, anxiety, and restlessness experienced by some people with dementia, particularly in the late afternoon and evening as daylight fades. This could be a cry for help. She sits or slumps down right before beginning. If that's accurate, that's a really common fear response. Whoever this is, they likely need help. Maybe not for the reasons they think they do necessarily, but something is not right here. But it's not creepy. It's sad and worrying. Hope someone is in this person's life and that they're not somewhere suffering. They came to OP's mate's house twice. Perhaps they used to know someone who lived there or have the wrong address and are trying to seek out help in a way they know. On the 6th July 2025, a violent man is shown on the Ring doorbell footage. As you can see, it seems like a break-in, as he is trying to take the camera off the Ring doorbell, so he could break in and lead to some dangerous activity. Fortunately, the person failed to succeed and left the place. The OP filed a police report, but they didn't help. All they said was to stay safe. The OP states that she is scared to leave her apartment now. She has seen this man walk past the camera many times, not just once. She's not sure if he lives in the area or not. A user stated that whether they live in your complex or not, they're trying to provoke you and your neighbor into coming outside. the potential prelude to a home invasion or worse, whether at your place or the neighbor's. The camera caught him. He noticed. He tried to tamper with it. Then notice how he knocked on your neighbor's door without being in the line of sight of the neighbor's peephole or camera too. The idea being you hear knocking, you open the door, you come out because you don't see anyone through the camera or peephole, and then they rush you. During the evening, a woman can be seen making food for what seems to be for herself, but something is chillingly caught on her CCTV. As she's serving up her food, one of the bowls moves on its own. Users claim the house is haunted. Most assume that this is something that, although unusual looking, can happen with dishes on a wet surface. Physics. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. On the 13th April 2024, at 10:45 in the morning, an old woman was seen coming to this property with bad intentions. Carrying a weapon with her. At first, it looks like she wants to attack the OP, but later on, you can see her steal the Ring doorbell, whilst covering herself, trying not to get caught in the act. Unfortunately, she manages to get the Ring doorbell. Users have been asking why no justice has been served. The OP responded saying there is a confirmed identity, but nothing has happened, which is worrying. Another person said a nutcase like that might get out of jail in a day and come back and do worse. People like that are unstable. I would be afraid to live there if they arrested her. Only a crazy person does that to strangers, unless she has something against the homeowner. But even then, still unstable. On the 12th April 2024 at 1 a.m, someone is seen in what is supposed to be a house robbery. It looks like he's equipped for something, and it also looks like he tried next door's front doors too. A user claims that the doorbell press was to check if the OP would wake up. They wouldn't be surprised if he was back at the OP door. It does seem like the person is canvassing the area for weaknesses and exploits. No doubt that the burglary will increase. It is most likely someone in that block left the door unlocked. Now they have less valuables. Hopefully nobody got hurt. But to this day, no news or updates on what has happened.